Let's move to next question. Next question is we have to find the longest string in a list of strings using Java strings. So basically we are given with a list of strings. We have to find out the longest string and print the result. Seems easy, right? Let's see how to do it. So here I've created basically a list of strings. We have to find out the string with longer length. So, or the longest string. It seems easy, but is there any direct out of the box functionality from the stream? So we started streaming. I don't see anything. Maybe we can search for something called max, but even in max also there is nothing out of the box. So what we have to do is we have to basically print the string with longest length, or in other words, longest string. So we need something longest or maximum. So we have to specify the condition here. What is the condition? So here we have to write basically something called comparing int, and we have to basically say of what, of length. So this is the code we are looking for. It's saying it's not used, result is not used. So what is the result of this? So let's say if I go with string and if I say longest, so let's see, it's complaining because it is expecting optional. So I can make it as optional. So why it is saying it's optional? Because so in some situation it can be null also. There may not be a longest length. So we may get some null result. So instead of that, it is basically returning the optional result. So you may have some questions on this one, how this is working. Maybe we'll go a little deep later. I'll just print the result and after that I'll explain. So let's go with a best way. So if there is an optional, right, first we have to do is if there is something present, then only print it. So I hope you understood. Don't go and print longest dot get. You can get null pointer. So the suggested one is check longest. If it is present, then only print it. So let's see the output. Let's see the output. So you can see we got strawberry. Strawberry is a longest length one. So I hope you understood. So you may have a question about this max functionality, how this is working. Maybe we can double click on it and understand better on this. Got confused about this string dot length and what is happening here. Maybe I'll make it a little more simpler for those guys. So it's like words, we are streaming, this is clear, and we are using something called max. And if you want, right, you can have this whole comparator logic outside also, and you can pass it on to max as an argument. But the preferred one is whatever we have done. Otherwise, I mean, more simplification is not required there. So here, what we are doing is we are basically taking word, and here we are basically getting the word length. That's it. So this is what is happening here. Maybe I'll just assign this to the first one. I'll remove the previous logic. So here you can see, right, we are streaming on the word and we are comparing based on the word length. That's our comparator logic. So we are taking two words and comparing the length. So I hope you know how the comparator and compare logic works. So we are taking two words at a time and comparing the length, and we are finding the longest length string. So if I print this, right, you will get to know same as whatever we got earlier. So we got strawberry. But if you are using IDE like IntelliJ, right, so it will suggest you some more optimization. So here you can go for method reference. So if I hover on this, right, you can see it is saying lambda can be replaced with method reference. I just go with this is the method reference. So what it is doing is it's basically finding the length of the string and it's basically comparing. So we were also doing the same thing, word.length we were doing, but by using method reference, we can write more compact and simpler code. I hope you understood. Let's move on to the next question.